Play ball. 3. Ball 4. Take your base. Ball 4. Take your base. Take your base. Ball 4. Ball 4. Take your base. 3. Ball 4, take the base. 3.
Your attention, please.
3.
He's hitting to the net. Number 30, Michael Conforto.
3.
Now pitching for the Mets. Number 77, James Peterson.
Take the base, ball 4. 3. 3. Ball 4, take your base. 3.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention, please. Pinch hitting, Brandon.
3. Ball 4, take your base. 3. Take your base, ball 4. 3.
The pitcher, number 20,
3.
walkthroughs. Your attention, please. Number 68, Dylan. That's
Ball 4, take your base. 3. Ball 4, take your base. Take your base, ball 4.
We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in store between the Chicago Cubs and the Pittsburgh Pirates. Number 5 makes his big league debut right after this. Alec Mills, a right-hander out of Tennessee, will be the starting pitcher. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, how good has this guy been up to this point? In a day and age where guys and teams are scoring lots of runs, to have an ERA sub-2, that's saying something. Hopefully, we're going to see more of the same from this guy, one of the top pitchers in all the league.
Dero, Dan, we look at this Pirates ball club as they enter play here tonight. Now, they've been on a pretty good roll of late. Winners of 7 of their last 8 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, this is a nice one. First game of a homestand. You played well on the road. You got a chance to grab a shower and sleep in your own bed last night. I bet you this team comes out on the attack today.
So the breaking ball locked him up there. Javier Baez is retired to kick off the inning. And it's fouled away. Mills, a native of Tennessee. He was taken in the 22nd round during the first-year player draft of 2012.
Man, coming out of the late rounds, you have to grind for everything. Nothing is given to you. And this guy has turned himself into a very solid big league ball player. That's a big accomplishment.
Swing and a miss on the fastball that time, out number 2.
Well, at the rate he's going to strike out 27 on 81 pitches, not throw a single ball and toss a perfect game. Obviously, I'm kidding, but you can't start a game any better than this. 2 hitters, 2 strikeouts, 6 pitches. This has the makings of a great outing already.
Ian Happ stands in as he looks at ball 1 here. Time for a look at the umpires working this one. Behind the plate is Darryl Parker.
Well, Dero, Darryl Parker behind a dish, you never really know what you're going to get from this guy.
Yeah, sometimes, and I'd hate to be mean and say he flips a coin back there because that's not the case. But as an offensive player, you have to find a consistent zone. You just can't.
Happ with a 2-1 count now. Happ with a swing, and he connects, sends this one to deep right field. That almost left the stadium. That's in the deep seats. A solo home run here off the bat of Ian Happ, number 14 on the season, and the Cubs are on the board first, 1-0.
What a way to get things started while playing on the road. Top of the first and a big fly, just like that, they take the lead.
Batting 4.
Coming to the plate now, Anthony Rizzo. He enters play hitting down in the 240s for the year. And that misses for ball 1.
Wouldn't mind a pitcher expanding the zone a little bit more and using his aggressiveness against them.
Downstairs, 2 balls and no strikes.
2-0 to a guy with this kind of pop, you better be awfully careful because he's going to be swinging out of his shoes.
Fouled off. And he misses again, ball 3.
Looks like that bomb earlier in the inning kind of put this pitcher on the defensive. Not being very aggressive right now.
There's ball 4.
Wow, you know he's not happy with that call. When it crossed the plate, it sure looked like a strike to me. Seemed to catch a ton of the plate. That's a tough way to give up a walk, but he's got to put it behind him now.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Fly ball into straightaway left. Left fielder is on the move. He's got it. A great running play, and that'll retire the side. John Lester is on the mound for the Cubs in this one. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, not a bad start in his last one. 7 complete innings. Even though he took the loss, he pitched pretty well. And if he can pitch as well in this one today, he'll have a pretty good chance to win this game for his team.
Here's the shortstop now, Jose Iglesias. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Back up the middle and in for a base hit.
Batting 7. The second baseman, Eric Gonzalez.
And that'll bring up Eric Gonzalez as he'll send a ground ball down to third. Kipnis on to Rizzo at first, and they get them both. Now a moment here at PNC to take a look at the Pirates lineup card in this one. Nero, give us what you have on this lineup as they start a new series.
Yeah, Matty, this team poses a lot of problems offensively. This is a scary lineup because they can beat you in a variety of ways. Not only do they have power in the middle of the order, but a ton of speed that can put some serious pressure on the defense.
Stepping in now, Mitch Garver as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. Lester has worked his way through more than 2,500 innings in his career, and with greater than 2,400 punch-outs, he stands in the territory of greats like Dennis Eckersley, Louis Tiant, and Andy Pettitte. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. So instead of leading off the next inning, the two-out hit brings Adam Duvall in this inning.
The left fielder, Adam Duvall.
Now at the plate, Adam Duvall. And you can see his home road splits there. He has not fared very well in front of the home crowd, oddly enough. Hit on the ground out to short. Baez has it. On to Kipnis at second, and the inning is over. Pirates leave one. They trail this one 1-0. Stepping into the box, Chris Bryant. He'll lead it off here to begin the second. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. A ball and a strike.
1-1.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1.
He's just got great strikeout stuff. In his last start, he racked up double-digit Ks, and it looks like he could finish up in that range again here. He's really an exciting pitcher to watch when he's sending guys packing like this.
Jason Kipnis comes on with one away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. And right into the shift. And he'll step on first himself for the out. So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And next it'll be the left-handed power threat, Kyle Schwarber. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch.
Don't expect too many more high fastballs in this one. He is known for his sinker, keeping the ball on the ground.
Right over the top with that curveball, and it's 0-2.
Yeah, flip a coin right here. I don't know what you sit on. Fastball in, then a breaking ball down and away. Pick your spot and go with it.
Swing and a miss at 1 in the dirt. Garver gathers. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. And after an inning and a half, it's 1-0. Here's Miguel Sano. Last night was a good one for him as he turned in a 4-for-5 effort.
Third baseman.
Pitch on the way. Fouled away. Line toward the gap in left center. He's through first and hustling for second. And a high bounce will take it over the outfield wall, and he kicks off the inning with a ground rule double. That'll bring in Williams Astudillo as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Here comes the first pitch.
Looking for a productive at-bat here. Get that runner from second over to third.
A decent lead at second. Here's the pitch. Ground ball sent back up the middle. There's Baez, and the throw to first is in time. 1 gone.
Okay, here's how the Cubbies are lining up defensively. And let's take a look at Javi Baez. I don't know, second base, shortstop, third, maybe a little outfield. Doesn't matter. This guy has platinum hands. Platinum, not gold. One of the best defenders in our sport and probably the quickest tag man in our game.
Into the box, Lolo Sanchez. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Center fielder on the run. He gets there, and that's the second out. And a relay to the plate. And the run will score on the sacrifice fly as that'll square things at 1-1.
Great work to do a job right there. He's not a big power bat, so he was looking to get a fly ball to the outfield and give his guy at third a chance.
At the plate, Sammy Ciani. And as you could imagine, the butterflies are fluttering as this is his first major league at-bat.
Yeah, what a monster moment for not only himself, but his family, all the coaches that have helped him along the way. This is a monumental moment in his career.
Well, guys, as we look at the Cubs coming into play here tonight, they've been playing better than .500 baseball of late, 5-3 in their last 8 games.
Yeah, guys, after the first 4 games on this road trip, they find themselves 2-2, kind of par for the course, but they got to find a way to play a little.
And the right fielder is there to make the catch, and the inning is over. So 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, and no. So coming to the plate, John Lester, as we are all set to begin the 3rd inning in this one. Sent on the ground out to second. Fielded cleanly. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the 3rd. And with 1 away, let's give you a look at the standings in the NL Central entering play as you see where these 2 teams sit in relation to one another. So 1 away here with the bases empty, and with it comes Javi Baez to the plate. There's a good fastball on the outside corner as he'll take a look at strike 1.
Expect the guy on the mound to keep attacking the zone. He wants a quick inning so he won't be nibbling.
1 out, nobody on. That's softly hit to right. Will that get down? Astudillo is there. 2 down. In now, Jason Hayward. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Gotta find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder.
And he lays off for ball 1. Hayward, or often just J-Hay. He was selected in the 1st round back in the draft of 2007.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
Counts even to Hayward, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Not surprisingly here, this is on the ground to the right side. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Cubs are down in order. Home half of the 3rd coming up, tied at 1. Digging in, Alec Mills as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3. Look out as his bat shatters on impact. And there's 1 down now.
Oh, that'll make you smile as a pitcher. You make a good pitch, you blow the guy's bat up, and then you make the play yourself. In your head, you're thinking, nice swing, meat.
And he fouls this one off. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Hit on the ground out to short. Baez fields it cleanly. On to first, and very quickly 2 are gone here in the home 3rd. Digging in to try it again, Eric Gonzalez. Now the first pitch here from Lester. Line shot to second, but it's caught and the side is retired. Pirates are down on just 4 pitches. Through 3 complete, all tied 1. Into the box now, Ian Happ. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here. And he'll start the inning with a pitch that misses off the plate. It's ball one. Hit hard on the ground at first. Scooped up. And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted. And that'll bring Anthony Rizzo to the plate. He drew a base on balls his first time up. Fastball just misses. That's ball one. That evens it up 1-1. The pitch. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2.
The problem for the batter now is he's gotten so inside conscious after those first 2 pitches. Anything on the outer half of the plate's going to look a foot outside.
The 2-2. A bouncer up the middle. And that finds its way into center for a 1-out base hit.
Dan, are you even concerned about that? You've been pitching out of the wind-up all game, and now you have to go to the stretch.
It can be a concern sometimes, Deaver, but you try to, in between starts, to make sure that you throw enough pitches out of the stretch, and he's been out of the windup most of the game, so we'll see how he reacts here after this base hit.
Now the 0-1. Curveball. Swing and a miss, and he's behind in the count 0-2. That pitch was so slow it barely registered on the radar gun.
Yeah, Matt, we don't see too many pitches crawling to the plate like that, especially these days. That can be a really tough pitch for a hitter to wait back on.
So he racks up the swinging strikeout on the breaking ball. Wilson Contreras goes down for out number 2 in the top half. Digging in next will be Chris Bryant, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. 1-0 pitch is a curveball. That looked good from here, but it's 2-0.
You can see this guy's more focused at the plate right now. In that first AB, he went down on strikes.
Outside, 3-0 now. Bryant looking at a 3-1 count.
Got to believe he had the green light in that situation. 2 outs, 3-0 count. This guy can certainly handle the bat. That's a perfect situation to let him loose. But I love the fact that he's keyholed in a certain area, and it wasn't what he was looking for.
Striding into the box, Jason Kipnis. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
You have to find a way to lay off that low sinker. There is just no way to do any damage. You're just looking at either a bruised shin or a ground out to the left side.
Hit hard on the ground towards second. On to first, and the Cubs squander what looked like a good opportunity as that ends the inning. Cubs strand a couple. We'll go to the bottom of the 4th, tied 1-1. Ready to go in the bottom of the 4th. And now it'll be the catcher, Mitch Garver.
The catcher, Mitch.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Curveball fooled him there as he's way out in front.
I'd like to see this lineup start working the count a little bit more and drive up this pitcher's pitch count.
This one's down to third. Bryant's got it. And quickly there's one down to lead off the frame.
The left fielder, number
Into the box now, Adam Duvall. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Here's the first pitch to him. Now a swing going, look out, over in the third base dugout as that thing nearly took out half the coaching staff. Swing and a miss, and he's in control. 0-2.
It's been more than 2 innings since this guy's allowed anyone to reach base. He looks pretty unbeatable on the bump right now.
Oh, and he can't catch up to the fastball as he swings and misses for the second out.
That's not an at-bat he or his hitting coach are going to be happy with at all. It's bad enough to go down on 3 pitches, but none of them were even in the strike zone. That's a bad look.
Just gets a piece of it. Strike 1. 1 run on 3 hits, and no errors so far for the Pirates. Inside here with the cutter as he's lucky that one didn't get him.
What makes hitting so difficult is covering both sides of the plate, and that hard pitch right there that was inside makes it awfully tough now to cover both the inside and the out.
And the throw is in time to get him to retire the side. In order go the Pirates. 5th inning coming up, tied at 1.
And he told me the quality of their swings needs to improve as the game moves forward. They're struggling to drive the baseball into the gaps right now, as only one of their hits has been for extra bases. That makes it pretty tough to generate runs, but he said it's up to everyone in the lineup to make the necessary adjustments. It hasn't gone their way to this point, but that shouldn't mean they can't put together some great swings the rest of the way.
Thank you, Heidi. 1-1 to Schwarber.
Really feels like he's just on cruise control out there on the mound right now.
Boy, this is a tight one. You kind of get the feeling like the next team that scores is going to win this one.
2 balls and a strike to count. 3-1 to the Cubs left fielder.
You can bet they'd love ball 4 here. That gives the pitcher on deck an obvious bunt situation to move the runner into scoring position.
Swung on and missed. That strike 2. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline, but this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. And a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the second time here tonight.
That was a good job tying him up inside on that strikeout pitch. It wasn't even in the strike zone, but with the hitter protecting with 2 strikes, that's the kind of pitch you can get him to offer at, and he's probably not going to do much with it when he does make contact.
So now to the plate, John Lester, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1. 1-1. Here it comes. A bouncer to the left side. He's got it. And there are 2 away now. Here's Javier Baez. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. And a high strike there, 0-1. And they go right after him here as he swings and misses. Strike 2.
He hasn't thrown that pitch much all game.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. Halfway home, all even at 1 apiece. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Well, Matt, I talked with Pittsburgh's manager during the inning break about the Pirates' offensive production to this point. And he mentioned they need to show a lot more patience with their at-bats moving forward. He told me that they've been way too aggressive on the first pitch of the at-bat. And while he doesn't necessarily condemn that if it's leading to hits, that's clearly not the case right now. Over 80% of their at-bats have started with a swing on the first pitch, and a lot of those have resulted in swinging misses or outs, guys.
Now batting.
Thank you, Heidi. First pitch of the at-bat. Lolo Sanchez is in for his second plate appearance as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. And the pitch. One run on 3 hits and no errors so far for the Pirates. Now a curveball ripped down the left field line. That's a fair ball. Around first, he's digging for second. And he will get in there with his first big league hit, a double. And there's probably no happier person in the ballpark. Lolo Sanchez has just collected his first hit in the big leagues. And as is customary, there's the ball being sent into the dugout. Someone will tuck it away for him to put in his trophy case.
Yeah, good for him, and congratulations. Listen, he's worked his entire lifetime for this moment, and he's obviously trying to play it cool right now, but you can bet inside his head, he's on top of the world.
Now a spin and a throw back to second, and they got him. Into the box now, Sammy Ciani.
He swings and grounds it to short. Slide and a stop by Baez. And give it up on a phenomenal play to retire the side. So that'll bring up Jason Hayward. He'll get his side started in the inning. And Dan, so far they've been stifled offensively since the first inning.
Boy, they sure have, Matt. They came out of the gates and got hot right away. But whatever was going for them pretty much has disappeared. We'll see if they can wake it back up.
Behind 0-2 now.
I'm going to need to see a better game plan out of the hitter right here. That ball was at his eyes.
And he struck him out. And that's 8 strikeouts thus far.
Well, pitching domination continues. Just a total of 2 runs on the board. So both of these starters should feel really good about their showings. If you love good pitching, this has been the game for you.
And that'll bring in the Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. That's down into left center for a base hit. So a ringing single here to center field makes it 2 hits for him on the night. And as we take a look at the Cubs leaders in that department, you can see he's right at the top leading this Chicago roster. Anthony Rizzo stands in now. 1-0 the count. From the belt, kicks and deals.
Yeah, you could tell he was ready for another fastball, but the pitcher went to breaking ball, and the hitter just fouls that one off.
Outside with the fastball as the count moves to 2-1 now.
Very impressive outing so far. His command has been spot on. Even when he misses his spot, it isn't out over the heart of the plate. He's throwing quality pitches.
The 3-1 pitch is swung on and missed, and that's a full count now. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Grounded to the right. And that's going to be a base hit for Rizzo. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
You know, as a former infielder, Danny, they always say you can't be in 2 places at once, but you got to be a little frustrated right here that ball found the hole.
Yeah, that's a tough thing. You make a quality pitch and a guy shoots one through the right side, normally a vacated spot right there. 9 out of 10 times somebody's there to make that play. Unfortunately not, and now we've got a couple of guys on.
Behind 0-2 now. Hits are now even at 4 apiece. Can't get him to chase. It's 1-2.
Big spot right here. That's a great pitch to try and see if you could get him to fish outside the zone. He's still in the driver's seat right now, and I'd expect something else to miss off the plate.
Ciani arranged to his left and put it away. 2 down.
Now batting, third baseman, Chris Bryant.
Here's Chris Bryant now. It was a walk in his last trip. Hoping to keep it tied. Here it comes. Hits it high and deep out to center field. Into the bushes and gone.
Hey, that's the price you pay right there when you try and sneak a fastball past this guy. Power hitter, and every power hitter in the league knows you got to start with the numero uno, number 1, man. You got to get on the heater and adjust to everything else, and he did just that.
Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. Here's the Pirates skipper up out of the dugout now on his way to the mound. And a change is forthcoming as that's going to do it for his starter here this evening. 5 2/3 innings of work on his final ledger as he was not particularly sharp from the get-go here. Dylan Floro is going to come on in relief as he'll be making his 20th appearance of the season.
Number 51, Dylan Floro.
And as the second baseman, Jason Kipnis. As he'll take a look at a strike on the outside corner, it's 0-1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. And it's fouled away. 3 runs already home here. Changed up on him as this is grounded to second. Fielded cleanly. And no chance on the throw here as he reaches first easily.
Hey, that's great hustle right there out of the box. Not everybody's getting it right out of the chute from step one, but I have to ask you, Dan, how frustrating executing a pitch and there's an infield knock.
It is, D-Roy, and you can read that right off the bat as a pitcher. You can read the angle. You know that that ball is going to be hit on the ground, and you're thinking deep down inside, okay, there's a quick out, and it just wasn't meant to be.
And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now. Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His third punch out of the game. But the Cubs do get 3 on the 3-run home. Ryan Reynolds is going to come off the bench as he'll be asked to lead off the bottom of inning number 6.
Ryan Reynolds.
Line drive to center field, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. With that, the Buccos have their leadoff man aboard to kick off the inning.
Boy, after that base knock right there, D-Roll, he extends his hitting streak to 7 games.
Yeah, and you can tell he's made some necessary adjustments at the plate. Anytime you're getting a knock every day of the week, you're doing things right. He's keeping that front shoulder tucked, staying inside the ball, not trying to do too much.
Hayward has a read on it, 1 away. Standing in, Eric Gonzalez. Third trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. Now the first pitch here from Lester. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And foul, though it had the home run distance. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Reynolds is on his way home. The relay throw. And he is in there with an RBI triple.
This is an easy decision for him to try for third because he has the play right in front of him, so he doesn't have to rely on any of his base coaches. Good decision to keep chugging, and he makes it all the way around safely.
To the plate now, Mitch Garver, as he swings and grounds it toward the hole. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score.
A simple ground ball to the infield, but the run does come home from third, and they cut their deficit to only 1 run.
First offering on its way. Now a ball lined to the left side, but foul. Lester has his target. Here's the 0-1. And here's a swing and a miss as he falls behind 0-2.
So far in this game, he's the only guy in the lineup that's gone down on strikes.
This is the only guy in the lineup that struck out so far, and now he finds himself in the hole with 2 strikes.
And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. So they get Aaron Bummer is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 39, Aaron Bummer.
7th inning ready to roll and set to stand in as the veteran pitcher, John Lester. Becomes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
Lester.
Ready with the 1-0 pitch. Oh, much too tardy on the fastball. 1-1. Cubs pitcher at the plate trailing with a 1-2 count.
It's becoming more and more common in today's game to see relievers like this that can run it up there close to 100 miles per hour. But it's so fun to watch it. He blew it right by him there.
Nearly got the inside, but ruled the ball.
And just when you needed a shutdown inning, a leadoff walk was certainly not on the agenda. He needs to bear down right here.
So it was a strikeout looking there. John Lester goes down for the first out in the 7th inning. Pitch on the way. Javier Baez stands in as he looks at a called strike. The 0-1 pitch.
Ball one.
No contact there, and it's 1-2. Got him. And that's the 3rd time we've written a K next to his name in this one.
It's been a rough night at the yard for him. That's 3 times he's gone down on strikes in this one. So they've really figured out how to attack this guy.
Early swing there as he pulls it foul to the right side. Strike swinging, timing a little off on that one.
He's 1 pitch away from striking out the side, but even more than that.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. Back with more here on a Tuesday night. Bottom of the inning now, and the next to bat will be the big 3rd baseman, Miguel Sano. First pitch on its way. Hit down the 3rd baseline. This gets foul. It's 0-1. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Back up the middle. A dive, and he knocks it down. And a good try to recover that time, but he'll beat it out as he's aboard to kick off the inning.
I know it wasn't pretty right there, Dan, but that has to frustrate the pitcher. Leadoff guy, anytime he gets on, usually creates a problem.
And you know what, Dero, it's especially tough when you get as late in the game as we are right now. Anytime you get that leadoff guy on and have that pitcher start pitching out the stretch, it always puts more stress on that pitcher pitching out of the stretch.
Craig Kimbrell will come on in relief here and appear in game number 25 on the year so far. Luke Voigt will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. He'll enter play at .313. 16 homers and 44 RBIs. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Got him. Fooled on the pitch as he swings at it in the dirt for strike 3.
Really important time for a strikeout there, guys. Tying run at first, so objective number 1 is stranding him on base. And now with 1 out, it becomes a lot more difficult to manufacture that run.
Franmil Reyes will be summoned off the bench here as he'll pinch hit with a runner at first and 1 gone in the inning. Here's a high fastball that's fouled off to the right of the catcher here for strike 1. The average entering play at a cool .330. 9 homers and 25 driven in. I had him reaching at thin air that time, and he's very quickly down 0-2.
Ew, is that ugly? You could probably throw anything out there to this guy. He'd swing at the rosin bag if you throw it up there.
Hit down the line at first, but a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2. Kimbrell has some of the absolute best strikeout stuff in the game today, at least among bullpen arms. His strikeouts per 9 is a number that's usually through the roof.
This guy was tailor-made, Matty V, to be a relief pitcher. He comes out of the bullpen, guns a-blazing, 2 pitches that he can strike you out with, and more importantly, he comes out with an attitude, and that attitude is nasty, and he gets a lot of swings and misses.
And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
The center fielder.
Up next for the Buccos, Sammy Ciani. He's still hitless in the majors after 2 at-bats. No doubt he'd like to turn that 0 batting average into a .333 here.
You know, Matty, I know a lot's expected of this guy, but first big league AB is
Frenmel Reyes will stay in the game, taking over in right field and batting in the 8th spot.
Now playing right field. Number 32, Frenmel Reyes. Now at first base, number 59, Luke Ford.
Ready once again, Ian Happ. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
Ready with the 1-0 pitch.
Ball match outside.
Three and 0 now.
When you're playing close games like this, base runners mean everything, so he can ill afford to start giving away free passes.
And a good take there will net him a base runner as it's ball 4 now to start the 8th inning. Now time is called, and this might be to buy a little time for that reliever to get loose.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention.
So they'll make a matchup move here and bring on a southpaw to face the left-handed hitter due up. From the stretch, Anthony Rizzo is at the plate as he takes a cold strike 1. Colare was born in Maryland. He was a first-round pick back in the 2015 MLB draft.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on the superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
The next 0-2. Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out.
It's so hard to hit when you're behind the count 0-2, right? You have to protect for the fastball. You have to look for the soft stuff down and away. You're really at a disadvantage when you fall behind 0-2.
And that'll make him 1 for 4 in this one. Now a long throw to third. Throw won't get him.
He wasn't letting that one go. Jumped on the first pitch right there and drove it into the outfield for a base hit.
Chris Bryant will stand in again as we flash you back here to inning number 6. This was his 3-run home run that's really been the key blow to this point in the ball game.
No problem with that take right there. First pitch from a reliever, got to calibrate that velocity.
1-1 the count now. A ball and a strike now to Bryant. And this is taken for a called third strike. So they go right at him with the base open, and it pays off. And now there are 2 gone in the inning. Digging in, Jason Kipnis. Lifetime versus this arm. Just a couple of matchups, no hits and 2 at-bats. He's set. The 0-1. Chased out of the zone there, and he's down 2 strikes.
Boy, I love the way he's competing out there on the mound right now. He's got a chance to rack back-to-back Ks with 2 runners in scoring position. He's not giving in at all.
2-2.
Well, all of the umpires in the seats thought that was strike 3, and they weren't far off, but I think that was a good call. Looked to be just a bit outside.
3-2 now.
Wow, this is a pretty good at-bat right here from down in the count 0-2 to work the count back to 3-2, and he's seen a lot of pitches too.
And this will be fouled away. Struck him out, so they work out of the jam as he strands 2 men in scoring position. Cubs strand a couple, then it remains. Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Pedro Strop is in out of the bullpen now as he'll be inserted into the number 6 spot following the double switch. David Bodie will also come on now as he'll move into the pitcher's number 9 hold in the order here on that double switch. Out in front as this is pulled foul into the seats. He's got that batting average up over 350 now.
5 homers and 19 driven in. The 0-1. Popped him up. Contreras is under it. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Jose Iglesias. He flew out in his last at-bat. First delivery to him on the way. And he takes ball 1. A 1-1 count to the Pirates' leadoff hitter. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Hayward has a read on it, and that's the second out of the inning.
The batter, number 2.
Striding in, Eric Gonzalez. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. First pitch of the at-bat. Swing and a miss, but he's right on here. 1 strike. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. In comes the center fielder. He's got it. A great running play, and that'll... Jimmy Cordero enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. Kyle Schwarber is at the plate as he watches ball 1.
Kyle Schwarber.
Called strike at the knees. Evens the count at 1-1. And that fastball's too much for him there. 1-2. And he'll strike out here yet again, as it's been a ballgame to forget thus far. 4 strikeouts. Stepping in, David Bodie, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Now the 0-1. Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first 2 men he faces out of the bullpen.
The batter, number 9.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Fouled off. The 0-1 pitch. Lifted in the air out to left. Left fielder giving chase. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. Cubs are down in order, but they hang on to a 1-run lead, 4-3. Dan Winkler is the man called on to close this one and earn a save in the 9th. All set for the bottom of the 9th. And next to hit is the catcher, Mitch Garver. Drilled on the ground to short. Baez has it. On to first, and that is a huge out to start the bottom of the 9th.
The left fielder, number 23.
Riding in once again, Adam Duvall. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. Turned on down the line, but this is foul for the first strike. Fly ball right down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. 1 out, nobody on. Nasty breaking ball swung on in the dirt. Contreras corrals it and makes the throw to first. 2 down.
Now batting.
Bucks down to their final out now. And the next to bat will be the big third baseman, Miguel Sano. Outfield in the no doubles defense. Now the first pitch. Ground ball foul down the left side. And this is swung on and missed. So now they find themselves down to their final strike tonight. Pittsburgh down to their last strike. Swung on, and he went fishing in the dirt. Throw on to first will be in time to get him, and the Cubs have taken game 1 of the series on the road as the ball game is over. And it's a 4-3 finish in this evening's ball game.
Here now is the final line score tonight.
We are under the lights. Now in the box, Victor Reyes. And we are set for baseball here this evening.
The center fielder.
Here comes the first pitch.
Reyes.
Now a ball pulled hard but fouled off to the left. Oh, and 1 count and the pitch. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. Liner towards second, but an atom ball right to him for the first down.
That accepted.
With that, let's get you a look at the starting 9 for the Tigers. B-Row, what do you got in this lineup in the series opener?
Are we still a big believer in batting average, Matty? In today's game, I'm more interested in the OPS number. But that's not to take anything away from this offense. They lead the league in batting average, and what that tells me is they're getting a lot of guys on base. There's a lot of guys with some good approaches and good plans today.
Oh, a diving effort as it's off his glove. And not really much of a chance to recover there as he'll reach first on what undoubtedly will be scored as an infield single.
Nice effort by the shortstop right there. Kept it in front of him. That's all he could do right there, Dan.
You know, Dealer, in a spot like that, that's an infield single. That's a tough play. Just to knock that ball down was a pretty good job. But any way you look at it, that should be scored a base hit, and I'm sure it was.
The next batter, Jeimer Candelario, as he swings and lifts it in the air out to shallow right field. And that'll get down for a base hit. And they'll have runners at second and third following the one-out double. And this, of course, is a ballpark that yields a lot of doubles as we take a look at the team leaders for the most two-base hits this year. And, in fact, that number is not only the highest in all the American League, but is actually the highest in all of baseball. And that'll bring up Matt Olson as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. Batting average down in the low 210s. 10 home runs, 18 driven in. The 0-1 delivery. And boy, big problems here to start this at-bat. It's 0-2 now. Struck him out.
And now they'll likely need a base hit to get that runner home from third. Here's Jonathan Scope now. And he's carrying a batting average of just over 300. So clearly he's been a productive player with the bat in his hand so far. Good curveball there, gets the swing and miss.
Got to sit middle when a guy's trying to pitch around you. If he's going to give you first base, take it.
And this ball is popped up, drifting back behind the mound. Belt is there, and he puts this one away for the... At the plate, Donovan Solano. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Here's the pitch.
The second baseman.
So, guys, these Tigers, as they begin play here tonight, they've had it going the last 10 games. They're 7-3 over that stretch, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty, taking a look at the standings right here, this team has a nice lead, comfortable. You always want to find yourself in a position where you're about 5 to 9 games, got the advantage. You don't... One series isn't going to totally kill you in the standings, and this team's sitting pretty right now.
And here's a look at the hometown Giants starting lineup in this one. Dan Plesac, who are you focused on?
Well, I think Brendan Belt is a guy to watch out for. He's hitting over 350 versus right-handed pitching on the season. And today, he has another right-hander on the mound. I don't know what it is or how he picks up the ball so well, but he is sure putting up great numbers against them.
There's the big breaking ball, and it's by him for a strike.
Unless you're willing to sell out and try and take one part of the field out of play and just work the ball up the middle the other way, it's extremely difficult when a guy's throwing this hard to stay back on a breaking ball. You either commit and be all in on a fastball or try and find a way to work the ball the other way to keep you back on the off speed.
Bases are empty, one man out. Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are two gone. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
And set up behind the dish is Gary Simmons, as you see the rest of our umpiring crew there.
You know, Dero, Gary Simmons, he's one of those umpires. He'll give you one thing or the other. At times his zone can be a little wide, and then he's a little more strict north and south, but he's a pretty consistent umpire.
The key, Dan, is be consistent. You want to give him the inside half, I'm okay with that, but then you can't give him away. If you're going to stay east-west, you better pick one side. Don't expect too many more high fastballs in this one. He is no...
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. But that'll be off the wall in right center. He's around second now, and they still haven't gotten to this thing.
Belt takes the turn at third. He wants it all. And he's safe at the plate as they take the lead.
Boy, the home fans are loving that inside to Parker. Looked like he was carrying a piano around his back when he rounded third, but he made it. Somebody get him an oxygen mask.
And here's a fastball called for strike one.
Hey, they say solos won't kill us, but I got to believe this guy's looking to do exactly that.
Sent on the ground out to second. Scope is there. Throw on to Olsen will take care of him at first, and that ends. Second inning set to go, and that'll bring up the big-time power bat of right-handed hitter Chris Davis. Fouled away. Davis, sometimes called Crush with a K and an H. His contract is set to expire at the end of this season, so he may end up hitting the market this winter.
You know, Matty, I know he's in the final year of his contract, but he's playing to expectations, to be honest with you. I know he wants to turn it up a little bit, though, as he approaches the end of the season and make that salary push as he heads towards free agency again.
Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second. Paul Calhoun will stand in now. He was 1 for 4 in Sunday's affair. And that changeup makes him jump, a swing and a miss.
Great execution of that changeup right there. Great arm action. Batter was totally out front on that one.
Fooled with the curveball there, and it's strike two.
Woo, not a spot you'd expect a curveball. He's lucky he missed because that's the kind of pitch that gets hit out of the ballpark.
Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again.
You can definitely tell with that foul off right there that he's picking up spin on this pitcher's off-speed stuff. Maybe expect a fastball on this next one.
Slater comes on now and puts it away for the second out of the inning.
Pedro Severino digs in at the plate. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. Just able to get a piece of that for strike one. The Giants have struck first here. They lead at 1-0 as we play the second. And he checks his swing. Did he go around? Yes, says the first base umpire. Strike two. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Lifted down the line in left. Slater will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. Last half of the second set to go. And up next, the utility man, Wilmer Flores. And he pours this one in at the letters, 0-1.
Yeah, I get it. They want to run this guy's pitch count up, but that was a pretty good pitch to hit. He might be kicking himself that he didn't swing at that one.
Behind 0-2 now. 0-2 count, and the pitch. Down the third baseline. And that's a fair ball as this one gets by him at third.
You don't see that too much in today's game. Most guys, it doesn't matter what the count is. They're looking to line him. Drive the ball out of the ballpark. Not the case here. Good two-strike adjustment, able to punch a ground ball through a hole for a single.
Brandon Crawford is the batter now as he looks at a ball 1-0. Offered at and missed. Here's the throw. He's in there easily as the throw bounces on the way down. 1-1. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike two.
I think it's safe to say he wasn't ready for the fastball.
Wow, was he behind that fastball. Great job on the mound using the curveball to set up the heater.
And they could go either way now, I suppose.
Count remains 2-2. And they really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
Oh, I love watching a pitcher that can run a good hard fastball in on a guy's hands and completely lock him up. That's such a tough pitch to do anything with. If you can locate your fastball there consistently, you're going to have a lot of success as a pitcher.
Hit back toward the mound. Taken in by Scope. Throw gets him. 2 down. Next to bat for the Giants, Hunter Bishop, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field, but it stays in the park and caroms off archway number 3. And the run is in to score from third. It's a 2-0 ball game, and he is into second base with an RBI double.
Man, they already hit one home run, and I thought they had a second one right there. Not quite enough behind it, though, as it banged off the wall for a double. He's giving up a fair amount of solid contact right now.
And Scope will settle under it to make the play, and that ends the inning. Giants get a run on the RBI. Leading off the inning, Chris Bassett, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Line to the right side. But that finds the first baseman's glove, and that's a tough first out. And with that, there you get a look at what's happening in the race in the National League West. Digging in, Victor Reyes hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat.
Yeah, Matty, it's always a little frustrating when you square one up. You hit a solid line drive like you did, and all you have to show for it is a jog back to the dugout. That can get in your head for a little while.
Now back, number 49.
Standing in now, number 49. There's a swing and a high drive into left center field. Going back is Slater, but he won't have a play. This is down and into the gap. And they'll have runners at second and third following the one-out double. But baseball's a game of streaks and runs, and he is on one right now.
No question, he's swinging the bat very well of late. And when that's the case, you can't wait to get in the batter's box. Definitely the case in this game. That's his second base knock. This one for extra bases.
It's now 2 hits so far. He took a big swing at that one as this is driven out to deep left center field. Into the bleachers and gone.
So a 3-run shot to left center, number 10 for him on the year. And the Tigers have taken a 3-2 lead.
I'm sure at the plate right there, he's thinking stay up the middle, hard line drives to either gap. He did it one better, giving his team the lead right there with a huge 3-run bomb.
That'll bring up the power hitter, Matt Olson. And there's a swing and a miss at an off-speed pitch to start him out. 0-1. Looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. Into the corner and slicing foul. 3 runs already home here. And he chased it in the dirt. And the throw is made to record the second out of the inning. So that'll bring up Jonathan Scope. He popped out in his first trip. Now the pitch. Ripped down the line. But a foul ball here, 0-1. Fastball right back to the mound. And he'll flip it onto first, and with it, that ends the inning. But not before 3 cross the plate for the Tigers on the strength. Bottom of the 3rd now, and set to go is the second baseman, Donovan Solano.
Second baseman.
Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1. And here's a curveball in the dirt that time for a ball. 1-1. Here it comes. There's a swing and a ball lifted to left, but back in the seats, out of play. It's 1-2. Grounded back up the middle, and that'll get on through into center field, so he's got himself a leadoff single.
Dan, after that base hit right there, he's got a 6-game hitting streak going.
You know what? And this could lead him on to some bigger and better things right here. He's been swinging the bat pretty well, and he's been rewarded for it, as you talked about. 6-game hitting streak so far.
So that brings up the outfielder, Austin Slater. No balls and 1 strike. 0-1 count. Here it comes. Down the first baseline. But this will wind up a foul ball, strike 2. Here's the 0-2. And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's 1 gone.
For me, check swings are right there next to bang-bang plays at first as the most difficult calls for an ump to make. Taking a look at show motion, the batter doesn't appear to hold up enough, so I think the call was right.
Hey, now he's got me confused up here. This is a known sinker baller out on the mound trying to roll a double play, and he throws him a 4-seamer.
Behind 0-2 now. 0-2 count, and the pitch. And a half-hearted attempt that time, but they'll say he broke the plane, and that's out number 2.
The right fielder, number 5.
Stepping in, Mike Yastrzemski. He got on top of one and was a ground-out victim last time. Oh, and he just blows the fastball by him for strike 1. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike.
You know he's probably cheating on that inside pitch after he got jammed earlier. If you're on the mound right now, you want to try to hit that outside corner, and there's a pretty good chance you'll get him to roll over something.
Liner toward right center. That's his first base hit, making 1 for 2 now. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Now batting, third base.
Stepping in now, Wilmer Flores. As he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1.
Boy, there's another base hit, and this is just kind of like that gift that just keeps on giving, D-Will. Both teams piling up the hits, and we're just in the 3rd inning.
Yeah, their ears were open on both sides during the pitchers' meeting today. Good plan at the plate, a lot of execution from the offensive side on both sides.
Lifted out towards straightaway center field. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Giants leave a couple. Here's Chris Davis now as we begin the top of the 4th.
The left fielder,
First delivery to him on the way.
Davis.
And he can't get out of the way there, so the leadoff man will be aboard to open up the inning. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Cole Calhoun. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
Now a double play ball here as this is on the ground to third. To Belt for the twin killing.
The batter, the catcher.
So base is empty now after the double play. And next to hit is the catcher, Pedro Severino. Committed to that one a bit too soon as it locks him up for strike one. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Hits are even right now at 5 aside. Slapped hard the opposite way. Into a slide, and he makes a great catch to retire the side. Just about set to go for the last of the 4th. But before we do that, here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. Between innings, I was able to discuss the current state of the Giants lineup with their manager, Gabe Kapler. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. Looking at the numbers, they currently have 4 hits coming from at-bats where they were behind in the count. That indicates that these guys are absolutely battling at the plate and making it very difficult for the opposition to get them out.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. 0-2 now as Crawford comes up empty on that one.
He is in complete command out on the mound today. He's got all 4 corners locked in, and now he's raising eye levels to boot.
Throw not in time to get him, and how about that? An unlikely infield. Hold on here, though. That was really a close play, so they're checking to see if they want to challenge that safe call.
Yeah, I wasn't so sure about him being safe either, but here's another shot of it right here. Not easy to tell for sure from that shot. Going to be interesting.
And indeed, they will elect to challenge the call. So the umpires on replay duty in Manhattan will review the play from all available angles to come to a final decision.
All right, so here's one final look at it. Now remember, there has to be indisputable video evidence in order to overturn the call. He was called safe and probably could go either way, but I don't think there's enough right here to change the call.
So this is pulled in by the shortstop.
Now batting.
At the plate, Hunter Bishop. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. And he takes a cold strike, 0-1. Hit on the ground to third. To second for 1. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. Around the horn they go. 5-4-3 to end the threat. Back with more here on a Tuesday night after this. Into the box, Chris Bassett hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat.
Chris Bassett.
Harold Castro will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 30, Harold Castro.
Ooh, he saws him off with that one. And the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out. So back at the top of the Detroit lineup, digging in, Victor Reyes. He scored after reaching on a single in his last time up. Swinging a ball line softly down the left field line. Foul. Now a ball pulled hard but fouled off to the left. 5th inning of play here in a 3-2 ball game. And a check swing. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. It's ball 1. The 1-2. Line drive to center field. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit. So a ringing single here to center field makes it 2 hits for him on the night. And we take a look there at the team leaderboard in that category as his total is currently tops on the Tiger squad. And the runner back easily. Into the box, number 49, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far. Before the 0-1, he'll check on first. Runners on the move for second. A pitch out. The throw. And a good decision to pitch out that time as he is toast at second base.
So they put the speedster in motion. They're trying to test this catcher who isn't known for his throwing abilities, but they had it sniffed out. A well-executed pitch out leads to a good throw, and they
the 1-1. Here's a swing and a little tapper in front of the mound. And the inning is going to continue here as he reaches on an infield single.
Now batting, the third baseman.
Boy, there aren't many times, D-Row, that you're going to get an infield single that's fielded by the catcher. A la, that was a worm burner, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's crazy, right?
And he's into second safely with a stolen base.
That's a great call from the dugout to put the runner in motion that time. With 2 outs and a good hitter at the plate, it's a pretty low-risk play. If he's out, you still got the same good hitter leading off the next inning.
1-2 now.
Trying to do way too much up there for what I can tell. He knows that's a big run standing there at third, but that swing was way out of control. You still have to stay with it.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3. And Daniel Norris, a 6'2" left-hander, jogs in to take over on the hill.
Daniel Norris.
And now pitch on the way. High and deep to right. Back goes Calhoun. But he can't get it as it's off the wall. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
Sometimes when a reliever comes in a game, he wants to get that first strike so bad that he serves one up, and that's exactly what happens here. The first batter he faces just rockets one off the wall, and now he's got to worry about another base hit, potentially bringing home a run.
Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first. Now a changeup locks him up as he looks at strike 3 called. 1 away.
Flat out locked him up with a changeup right there. Usually you're trying for a swing and miss when you throw that pitch in a 2-strike count, but clearly he wasn't looking for it, so it's a backwards K for him.
Austin Slater is in for the 3rd time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Yeah, this is straight survival mode. Down 0-2. The numbers are definitely not with the batter here.
Ground ball left side. And there's out number 2. So striding forward now, Brandon Belt, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. First pitch is a slider down low. It's 1-0. And he fouls this one off. Ready with the 1-1. A swing, and this ball is blasted to right field. Nothing's going to keep this one in the ballpark. And they take the lead. It's gone.
Second home run of the game right there. He is locked in at the plate. You hear so many of today's players talk about rhythm and timing. Well, he is perfectly on time in the heart of the zone.
Mike Yastrzemski is in now as he watches a pitch for ball one. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. Here's a breaking ball, but it doesn't quite find the strike zone.
This is a spot you really don't want to be in with a great hitter like that. You can't just lay one in there, but you also don't want to run the count to 3-0.
The 2-0 on the way. Lifted the other way down the left field line. And that will end up a foul ball. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch.
I got 3-1.
It's clear he just hasn't been able to find any rhythm out there. Pretty much unable to hit any of his spots. And now he's at 3-1, and he's put him into another great hitting count.
Full count, 3-2. Now the payoff pitch home. And it's fouled away. 7th pitch of the at-bat coming up. And he loses him on a breaking ball. So the runner at first here with 2 gone in the inning. And up next, the utility man, Wilmer Flores. Brad Peacock takes over here with the runner at first and 2 gone in the inning.
Number 41, Brad Peacock.
He's set and the pitch. Popped him up. Number 49 is there for it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. Bye. Now at the plate, Matt Olson. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, but it was a good changeup, Matty. Good arm action on that pitch. Look for him to try and stay back a little bit more. Let the ball get a little deeper. Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to rush a heater right here.
Fouled off. Now the 1-1 pitch. He pulls this one into right. Yastrzemski's got it, and there's 1 gone. So 1 gone, and here's the second baseman, Jonathan Scope. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Shot toward right center. And he will run this one down, moving to his left, and that's the second out of the inning. Now at the plate, Chris Davis. Last time up, he was hit by a pitch. Here's the first pitch to him.
Nope. Ball 1.
The 1-1 is strike 2 swinging.
I got to count.
I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's his windup. I don't know if it's just flat stuff. But he's getting a lot of swings outside the zone, and he's having a big game.
4-3 our score here as we play inning number 6. Line drive to center field. Bishop is going to have room out there as he puts this away to digging in once again, Brandon Crawford. They'll get things started here in the second half of the 6th. First delivery to him on the way. And that gets the black on the outside. A good slider that time. And it looks now like a right-hander's getting hot in the Giants bullpen. And he misses with it. 1-1.
That one looked like it could easily have gone the other way. There's a big difference between 0-2 and 1-1. But now this next pitch probably becomes the biggest of the at-bat.
Here's the 1-2 delivery. Still a ball and 2 strikes. Started to chase there. They'll appeal it down to third, and no swing. It's ball 2. Just a bit high with the fastball, but didn't get the call. A former MVP waiting on deck in the form of Buster Posey.
And a check swing here, but the bat clearly breaks the plane as he's set down for the first out. Now to the plate, Buster Posey. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. Called strike on the knuckle curve, and he's ahead in the count, 0-1.
Yeah, he made up his mind early to take the first pitch because that thing was right down the middle.
Fouled away. Peacock offers up perhaps one of the nastiest sliders around, and it won't be uncommon to see a lot of off-balance swings against it, and it'll be easy to see why once you see it come out of his hand. He's got a huge break on it, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Now batting.
So stepping in, Hunter Bishop, 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Fastball in there for a called strike. Soft grounder left side. And a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out. Giants down in order, but they hold on to a 4-3 lead. New inning set to get underway, and that will bring in the left-handed hitting outfielder Cole Calhoun.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Trevor Cahill will come on now, and he'll slide into the 7 spot in the lineup following the double switch. Aramis Garcia is into the ball game as well, as he'll slide into the pitcher spot, hitting 9th now on the double switch. Now some action out in the Giants bullpen as they'll have both the left-hander and a right-hander get loose. And a base hit as that's into left, and they've got themselves a base runner.
Boy, that's a big base hit right there. The only problem now, D-Row, you have the pitcher's spot on deck. It'll be interesting to see how they play this one.
Well, those guys on the bench, they know their pay grade. They've been getting loose since the 4th inning. I look for the manager to definitely make the move here for another bat.
Elvis Vizcaíno will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Elvis Vizcaíno.
On the ground to short. Could this be 2? Solano for 1. Relay to Belt. They get 2, and that'll end the inning. Aaron Luke gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th. Stepping up now, Aramis Garcia. He's newly entered into the ball game, so this will be his first trip to the plate here in inning number 7. 1 ball, no strikes the count. And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. And there's the first out. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Donovan Solano. He got called out on strikes his last time through. And that misses ball 1. Luke is adjusting to the new normal as MLB now mandates that relievers reach the end of an inning or face 3 or more batters before being replaced. And for a one-time lefty specialist like this, that's a big change. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. Now the pitch. We're in the 7th inning now of a 4-3 ball game. 2-2 is a changeup that misses 3-2.
When you're playing close games like this, base runners mean everything, so he can ill afford to start giving away free passes.
Got him. So he's down on second time here tonight. So 2 away now in the San Francisco 7th, and in to hit next it'll be Austin Slater. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1. Hot shot to third. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. Giants digging in and looking for more. Victor Reyes. He singled his last time up. Here's the first pitch to him. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble. Around first, digging for 2. And he'll get in at second base as the tying runs aboard with a leadoff double.
Let's slow this one down and take another look. Great camera angle here, looking straight down the left field line. You see him take that inside route to the ball. His hands stay back, and he goes oppo to find himself at second.
Next up for Detroit, number 49. And it looks like this could be a critical at-bat in this one.
Well, a glance at my scorebook shows they haven't been able to get him out yet, so this could be a fun at-bat to watch.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. And a foul tip held onto here at strike one.
This has to be a productive at-bat right here. I know you want to drive the run in and get the RBI, but you have to find a way, bare minimum, to move this runner over to third.
This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. The 1-1 home. Chopped in front of home plate. Throw on to first in time, one away. Reyes Maranta gets the call as he'll pitch with one gone in the top of the eighth. Jeimer Candelario will be his first assignment out of the bullpen as he'll stand in with a runner in scoring position at second and one away. 1-0 delivery. Pitch is high. The throw is not in time as he just gets in ahead of the throw.
One of the keys to stealing third is to get a big lead off a second, and that's just what happened, even though this catcher has a cannon for an arm.
The 2-0 on the way. And they roll the dice with the squeeze, and he gets it down. So they get the out at first, but the run will score on the suicide squeeze. Standing in, Matt Olson hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out.
Yeah, Matty, but as he walks to the plate right here, he feels good building off that last AB. He hit that ball on the screws.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Skied in the air to straightaway left. And now that'll hop over the wall, so he'll be at second here with two away on a ground rule double.
Just a great approach at the plate right there. Takes that pitch on the outer half and goes with it. He clearly hit it well because it bounced right over the wall for a ground rule double.
Lined hard toward right center. That gets down. He's got himself a base hit. The runner from second crosses the plate, and he's able to get back in there at first safely.
Now back. Boy, those have to feel really good, D-Row. You get late in the game, you come up with a big RBI base hit right here to give your team the lead.
Yeah, no one remembers that ground ball with eyes in the top of the second inning. You want to show up when the game is on the line. Can you quiet your emotions down, take the crowd out of it, and slow yourself down enough to come through? And that's exactly what he did.
0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Now the 1-0. Slapped hard the opposite way. Yastrzemski's got it for out number 3. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no. Joe Smith is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 38.
Here's the first baseman, Brandon Belt.
This guy's having a pretty good week so far in one game. His last at-bat is second home run of the game. We'll see if they'll pitch him a little bit more carefully in this AB. You know, something to keep in mind, they're really burning through that bullpen, and this is only the first game of the series. Definitely could have an impact on the rest of the series, and maybe even the whole week ahead.
So definite problems on that last play, and they'll hit the first baseman for the error. He's set. Here it comes. Pulled toward right center field. Center fielder on the run. He gets there and makes the play for the first out. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up.
Now batting.
Ready now, Wilmer Flores. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Just gets a piece of it, strike 1. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. 2 balls and a strike. count even at 2-2. And another foul ball. Lifted down the line in left. But this will land untouched. A 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. And this is a strike 3 called. Whoa, caught a break there. 2 away.
That's a big strikeout there with the tying run over at first base. Now, with 2 outs, it becomes a lot more difficult to manufacture that guy home. Probably need a ball in the gap to give him a chance.
Brandon Crawford is at the plate as he looks at ball 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. A little over-anxious that time as it's a ball and a strike.
In my opinion, one of the toughest pitches in the game to square up. Just a heavy sinker with good downward action.
Drilled to the right side. And maybe trouble afoot as Crawford's aboard here with a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now. And now if the Giants start to think about pinch hitting possibilities, here's what they have remaining on their bench. Mauricio Dubon will be summoned now to be the pinch runner. Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. Oh, 1 the count. So far on the year, Longoria averages a hit once every 4 at-bats, an average at exactly 250, behind 0-2 now. And there's a fastball well off the plate inside. And no offer that time from Longoria. It's back to 2-2 now.
This is a huge pitch right here. I don't think he wants to go 3-2 and have those runners be in motion. Look for him to be aggressive with what he thinks is his best pitch right now.
Throw over to the bag, and he's back in standing. Brandon Morrow enters the game in a save situation, but he'll be asked to get 4 outs here instead of the standard 3. Here's the payoff pitch. Now a fastball swung on and missed, and that is out number 3. So a nice job there from the Tiger bullpen. We've played 8 full. Tigers lead. Mauricio Dubon will stay in the ballgame as a new shortstop. Sam Selman enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. First pitch of the at-bat. A little late on this one as it's lifted the other way down the left field line. And a great start to the 9th as this ought to be extra bases. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
When you're leading by 1 run, you want to do everything you can to add to the lead and give your bullpen a little breathing room. It makes a big difference, so double here goes a long way towards making that a real possibility.
At the plate now, Pedro Severino. Belt has it. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Popped him up. Dubon has a play. And that's the first out of the inning. So here now is the pitcher, Brandon Morrow, trying to add some padding to their lead in the form of that run standing out there at second base. And now the runner's trying for third. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Bunt still on here with 1 away as he puts this one down.
And an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow.
Well, when you're trying to move a guy up to third with a bunt, that's exactly how you want to do it. Make the third baseman field the ball. That way his only play is to first. That was very well executed.
Looking to keep this a one-run game. The pitch. Swing and a liner. And he delivers with 2 outs in the ninth. It's a base hit. And a big RBI there as the run scores to make this a 2-run game now.
Number 49.
Dan, that's a huge insurance run right there. Has to feel good as a hitter right there to not only get a ribby knock, but to give your team a little bit of breathing room.
It does.
Meanwhile here, the throw down to second is not in time, and it's a stolen base. Now a pickoff play at second and a dive, but he's back. Reyes at second with 2 down. Line drive to left. Slater is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and coming forward, the rookie outfielder, Hunter Bishop.
Looks like a tall order trying to tie or take the lead against this guy who leads the league in saves.
Morrow, a right-hander standing 6'3". He's a veteran of 13 years at the major league level, which really points to the consistency he's shown since he first broke in.
Yeah, Matty, this guy has had an amazing career. And you know what? It's a testament to how hard he's worked, the changes he's had to make. This is a game of adjustments, and you don't hang around this long if you're not prepared to make some adjustments along the way.
Stepping up to the plate, Aramis Garcia. He popped out in his first trip.
Yeah, I don't mind him trying to drive the ball in the air, but he can't collapse the backside, and that's exactly what he did in his last at bat. Look for him to stay a little taller and keep that upper half a little bit more over him.
1 ball, 1 strike to count. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And that is swung on and missed, and things are starting to look bleak here for the home 9. There are 2 away now.
Now batting.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Donovan Solano. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the ninth. Ball 1 to start the at-bat. The 1-0 home.
It's a lot easier to hit when you're putting yourself in good hitters counts. This guy's done a great job not swinging at pitchers' pitches, and when he's getting the ball in the zone, he's getting the barrel to it. He's been hot lately.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Taken, called, strike 2, and now they're down to their final strike tonight.
Whew, that was some gas. Triple digits on the radar gun.
Still even at 2-2. Last strike here for the Giants. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. And this will get past him down the line at first. It's a fair ball. Throw into second. And he is in there.
Well, the pitcher gives up the double. He can't do anything about that now. He just needs to put it behind him and focus on the man at the plate. If he takes care of him, the game is over. On the other hand, if he gives up a bomb, this thing is tied. It's getting a little dicey.
And this will be a called strike 2, and trouble now as they're down to their final strike tonight.
What a nasty pitch right there. Batter thought it was going to hit him, and it ends up breaking into the zone for a strike.
2 out here and a runner at second. Here's a breaking ball, but it doesn't quite find the strike zone.
Great take right there, but the last thing you want to do is be called out on strikes to end the game.
Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2.
You know, in this situation, you almost have to pitch like there's no one on base. That run really doesn't mean anything with the lead they've got. The hitter is the guy that can turn this game on its head.
Now a swing, and he pops him up, and this should do it. And that's going to do it as the catch is made, and the Tigers have taken game 1 of the series on the road as the ball game is over.
Yeah, they needed him a little bit earlier in this one, but he takes the mound in the 8th and records the final 4 outs.
Here now is our
4
final
out
line
save.
score tonight.
Job well done.
First for the
A 6-4
victorious
finish in tonight's affair.
Tigers.